obviously there's some point here that you want to share. You came in here thinking about something. So what is it that you would like to share with somebody as a future KTI?
So I had no idea about KTI at all. I just got a random email that said, you've been nominated by your supervisor for the Keystone Summit. And my company is constantly sending out like phishing emails to try to get us. So I was like, oh, that's a phishing email, like, haha, I'm not clicking any links there. And then eventually my supervisor came up to me and said, oh, did you see I nominated you for this summit? I was like, oh, that was real? That wasn't phishing? Okay, tell me about it. I have no idea what this is. And he explained that I stepped up as a leader in my first year at this school. It's a virtual school. And I felt at home there. And technology is really just what really drives me, and helping others. And something that I've always done as a teacher is share my resources, share my ideas, and just make sure that everyone is heard and everyone's just working together. And I think a lot of teachers don't see that often. So when my supervisor saw that I was being that person and being that advocate for others, he nominated me to, I guess, come to a week-long adventure that I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
So, not getting yourself into things, a question of what would you say to somebody who's kind of dragging their feet a little bit? Because that decision is hard, especially in the middle of summer, that you're giving up a week to come to professional development of all things. What would you say to somebody who's kind of dragging their feet on that, or hesitating and starting to kind of that excuse line to try and get out of things? What would you say to those people who are hesitating about KTI?
So I definitely understand why they would think that. When I was telling my coworkers about this opportunity, they thought I was crazy for using a week of my summer to do more work without getting paid or anything like that. And I was just really excited to go. But I explained to them, I just said, well, I'm going to learn, and then I'm going to come back to you guys, and I'll explain everything that I learned. And they're like, okay. But then I also had no idea what this week was about. I read the website countless times and just trying to figure out what was going to happen here. And the experience that I've gotten here is just beyond anything I could have ever imagined. So I think just opening yourself up and trying new things and just putting yourself out there, you will get rewarded yourself in the end.
What would you say to an administrator who might have some hesitation or think it kind of is not necessarily a program they're interested in, to send their faculty here? What's the benefit to the administrators to do that?
Something, at least for myself, is I am feeling so valued here. And a lot of teachers right now, especially with the teacher shortage, we as educators are not feeling as valued as we are. We are amazing people and we do great things, and I think we forget that a lot of the times. And all of the keynote speakers that have been here have really made me realize I am an asset to the world, honestly. And I think even if the administrator thinks that maybe this isn't going to give as much information, maybe it's not relevant to their school, your teacher, the person that you send, is going to feel so valued and going to come back as a positive human being and teacher.
Nice.